Just a little sneak peek, something that's coming in the future. Stay tuned to that video.
Back in the woodshed. So I don't remember if I recorded my error. I think I did, but I ended up building two 4-foot picket fences. It's going to be about 30 feet total. There's one, and then there's the other one, but I had to redo that one because I measured wrong, and the crossbars, the 2x4s, they didn't line up. They were way off. I had my measurements upside down. So I got two done. It took me about 30 minutes to correct that one, maybe a little longer. So still got a lot of wood to work with. So I'm gonna start. I'll start on number 3, and I'll probably record and try and chat a little on number 4. I just had my good worship music playing, but I don't think my phone can record, work this microphone, and play through my speaker there. And Carrie's phone she's going through it for the next video I'm going to edit later tonight. It's about 7:30. I'll probably work till 9:30 out here, and then go in and edit videos. So I'm gonna set the camera up at a good angle. I got to cut some wood. I already have 6 of these cut from last time. So these 6, I just got to cut the tips. This piece right here, I got to cut in half. It'll be 8, so I'll have 8 pickets. So I got to just cut the corners of the tips, and then I got to cut one 2x4 in half, and then start lining everything up on this table, screwing it down, getting it all in place, trying to make it perfect. And then then this will go away, and I'll start working the pickets. And I'll try and talk you through each one. I don't think I did that before. I feel pretty good what I'm doing now. I might go a little slow. Forgive me, it could be a longer video, but if you're trying to learn how to build a picket fence inside and then install it outside, either with 4x4s, 2x4s, or these metal posts, this video is for you, especially if you haven't done this before. Now, if you've done this before, I may be doing it the hard way, the long way. I might measure too many times, who knows. I'm learning cool little tricks with that table and a piece of wood and stuff, but who knows? We'll see. But hope you enjoy the show. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Again, if you're a woodworker and you know this, just hit that little button on YouTube that lets you go faster. All right, so I've got a line right there. And so I want to cut this piece off. And I got a little laser that comes down when you bring this down. I don't know if you can see it, but so the laser is showing me I'm going to reach the outside of it perfectly. But I've learned that if I'm going to reach the outside perfectly, I might not reach the inside perfectly. So I move it so that I'm just off the outside perfectly. And it usually lines up with inside perfectly. Although this one, my laser is lining up perfectly. Maybe it's because I'm totally square on the table. But the inside and the outside. So I'm lined up perfectly right there with the laser. You can see it's perfect with my line. So I'm clear to cut. Let's just evaluate that for a second. So it should be 17 to the top, or 36. And then on that side, I need 7 feet, or not feet, 7 inches from the top of the 2x4. I don't have that line drawn, but I'm going to show you how I do it when I do it. So you see what I got on my table, and then once I get the 2x4 set here and there, and they're perfect, I put one screw. You can see a hole here, a hole there. I put one screw, one screw, one screw, one screw. So 4 screws in the 2 in each 2x4. They don't move. So then I can start lining up pickets, and I got spacers. This is how far between each picket, one at top, one at bottom. And so it goes pretty quick once I get this figured out, measured perfectly, and I use one of the other pickets to do it all. So let me put camera back in the stand and show you my madness. All right, so I got 2x4s that are identical. I already checked that out. You all watched me cut them. All right, so I think I know one is going to go on that line and on that line. I'm going to measure it all before I screw it down, but it should be pretty dang close. And I can just barely see the line, which is accurate. Okay, the other one's going to go up here. And the side of the picket that's going to face inside my yard is not it's going to be the side that's down. So I don't care what that looks like. So I'm going to put the ugly side down. And now I'm going to do some measuring. So let me get my tape. Let me get my shoes. They used to be on cops. Take some crackhead out of their house. All right, so the distance between each picket each 2x4 from outside to outside should be 26 and a quarter, maybe. Let's see. $26 and a quarter. And you know what I'm gonna do after I screw these down? I'm gonna draw that line up there. All right, so outside to outside, without trying to move anything because I don't have anything screwed down yet. I kind of have a way to tell about where it should be, because I nailed from down below. All right, from outside to outside. I'm in your way. Dang it. Exactly what I didn't want to do. So outside to outside should be 26 and a quarter. Okay, and I want to be on this line right here. So I'm pretty close. All right, I'm at 26 and a quarter. So I'm gonna nail them just to hold them temporarily in place. These are real thin, nothing nails. right, y'all, quick tour. I'm building these 4x4 strips for picket fence. And I got one more to go, just put together tonight to have 8. We're gonna need 12 in the end, but 8's gonna do the front. And those pickets, they're gonna go out here 3 feet in from the sidewalk. And we'll stain them or paint them, not sure, but they'll go in a line from like right here all the way down. It's gonna be cool. And then we're gonna also go up. I have to build those first, but it's so wet outside. Can't work on that. I mean, all right, it's painting day for the pickets. It's Saturday afternoon. It's been a long time coming. I built these weeks and weeks ago, but I'm going to paint them white today. Carrie's going to help me. She's a really good painter. I'm a sloppy painter. So I'm going to do the main pickets, and then she'll probably do the finer touches with a smaller brush. But I've got 5 laid out, one up on the table. I got 3 or 4 more over there. So got a can of paint, a couple paint brushes. Shouldn't be too hard, I don't think. And again, these are gonna go out in our new raised bed garden area in the front. Just kind of a cute look. So I'll update you as the progress goes. We might have Carrie's phone out here rolling at some point if we both get going. I'm gonna turn some music back on. Hey y'all, so Karen and I have been working hard. We're about to get this picket fence up. I don't know if on this channel if we've shown you the picket fence at all. I don't think we have actually. It's been over on my do-it-yourself channel, but we are putting a picket fence that's 3 foot high right here. You can see the pink line. So today we've figured out after watching some YouTube videos how to make it straight. So we did a lot today. We worked on sprinklers. We did so much. But this evening, it's a little cooler, cooling down. And I've already dug one hole and got muddy. So I'm back in shorts. So I put 5 markers in the ground, 5 little, they're only about this tall. They got holes in them. And we ran string all the way down, tied it off, pulled it taut, tied it off there. So tomorrow my plan is to get some 4x4s in the ground. So right now what we're going to do is we're going to mark where they go. So just watch this. I'll show you the pickets. I don't think this channel we've showed you them yet, but so I made these in my garage, and they're picket. It's a picket fence. It's got 2x4s on the back holding it. They're a little heavy, and what we're going to do is we're going to drive about we have 8 of these, so we're going to drive 4, 4x4s in the ground, put some concrete, and then this will go. So the 4x4s are going to go on that line. They're going to actually go right behind the line, and so these will sit up off the ground a little bit like that, and we'll have a white picket fence, and even, like this one's crooked because of the ground, but they're going to be even when we put them up. But we're going to have a white picket fence. I know Carrie's moving the camera, so we're going to have a white picket fence all along here, and it's actually going to angle up to that fence. So it'll be like 32 feet long, 3 feet high, and then in front we're going to do annuals. We're going to put some color up front to kind of distract from maybe what people don't think is a pretty part of gardening, but we think it's beautiful. So as you can see, we're going to transform this. So today we're going to use this to mark every 4 feet where I'm going to put 4x4s tomorrow. And then, you know, the 4th of July is coming up, so we're going to have 3 days off. I believe by the 4th of July, we'll have this picket fence totally done. 4x4s painted, everything done. So that's the goal. But if you look behind me, I'm sure some of you haven't seen this on this particular channel either, but we got some good stuff going in this garden. And we're already eating the fruits of it, but it's pretty. Like, I will tell you, today, probably 12 cars stopped and said, we love what you're doing. It's so pretty. And they don't know about the picket fence yet. They don't know about the flowers Carrie's going to put up front. And if she pans over here, it looks like those bushes are staying. They're not. She's going to put 3 or 4 blueberry bushes there, and we're going to eat blueberries. So are our birds, but it's going to be real pretty up the driveway. So if you never saw the drawing we posted on this channel, this is it. It's coming to life. I think 2 more weeks, it's going to be reality. And there's some junk in there that you saw when she was panning. We're going to get all that out. It's just stored there for right now, but it's going to be a pretty area. So I think we're going to set this up, and y'all can watch us try and figure out every 4 feet with these stakes I'm going to put in the ground.
And we're going to finish our fence.
We're
still working on replacing the fence.
Yeah, if you didn't know, we've replaced from the gate all the way to there of new wood, a little more than halfway. But we had 3 projects going at the same time, and Carrie said, I really want that picket fence up. So I had to stop doing one thing, stop doing the fence, finish the pickets, and then finally had a weekend to work together. We worked together yesterday and today, and we're going to get this picket fence up in the next week. It's going to look good. It's going to look real good. And we're going to solve this water problem. We played with the sprinklers today, but still got a little, we're going to get it done.
The problem is that garden space does have a slope to it. And so if I water too heavily, well, 7 minutes, it'll happen with 7 minutes of watering. But we have like 95 plus degree weather with the heat index over 111. So these plants need the moisture, but it does slope. You can see the slope. So what we're going to do, we think this will help, especially with when it's watering, but spraying from a little bit higher we think will help. But we're going to put another row of these bricks down and put some more soil and build it up some. And I think that will help as well, because the water has to go down into deeper soil before it gets to the bottom clay where it just, it's nasty. I don't even want to describe it. That's what we're doing right now. Do you want it, Scott?
Yeah, I'll take it.
Well,
Yum.
sweet, sour, plump, juicy.
It's juicy.
Juicy.
It's not too sour. It's not sour.
Okay.
Good.
Good.
Mm-hmm.
Seedy?
Well, they all have seeds that get in between my teeth.
Oh, okay.
Where'd I hit this? Right here?
Yeah, that's the center right there.
Gotta be real careful here because could have
Yeah.
utilities, could have sprinkler, could have a lot, you don't want to be there because it's going
Ooh.
to throw stuff out. And it is real dry. This hole's going to be tough to dig.
Here, let me move all that out.
Move what out?
So you can see. You don't want this moved out so you can see.
Oh, I ain't got anywhere yet. It's dry.
Okay, well, all right, there you go. Ooh, I should get the camera and move it over here. I did not water the garden this morning because we were going to be working in this area, and these holes were full of water last night, and we came and bailed out the holes. All right, we were digging, and I forgot to thought I hit the record button. So here's the tube. It was connected to the sprinkler. There is an impression though in the line.
Can you see it? Are you in on it?
Where's it at?
It's right here.
Okay, I'm in on it.
We're about to see if we cut it.
Did we cut it? Gotta wash the dirt off from it.
I don't think we did. Although when pressure hits it, so here's what I say we do anyway, Carrie. I say we cap this, put this line over here, cap it, put it over here till we get all the posts in, and then you can figure out where you want to put it, because you may want to put it over here. And if you want to go up or around here, we'll be able to. And then if you cap it and it comes on and it drips, you can just cut it there.
Well, I think since we've disturbed the soil, I say we go ahead and put it over there.
Over where?
We're like...
Well, you don't know if that's broke though. I can't tell.
Well, I'm going to fix it.
Well...
I mean, it's going to take like 2 minutes to fix.
Well, what if you end up putting it here? There's no reason to fix it.
It'll be outside the fence if I put it there.
Here?
Yeah. It's going to go in front of the picket, and then you didn't want it...
You can move this. Oh, in front?
Yeah.
Yeah, but you're going to have to water these. Okay, but here's
what you said you didn't want it in the sidewalk.
No, here's what I'm saying. Cap it, put it over there till we put the fence in.
Well, then it's going to be harder to dig if I want to move it over there. There's no structure impeding our space right now.
Oh, no concrete fence?
No concrete there, no fence there.
All right, well, let's do this. Go turn the sprinkler on for a few seconds. I'll yell at you, and we'll figure out if it's...
and that little bit of water is not going to get in your holes?
No, I don't think so.
All right, I'll be right back.
Okay.
But I don't mind fixing it. I do
okay,
have
we'll
all the
fix it if it's
equipment
broke.
for fixing it.
We can fix it if it's broke.
Well, you said pressure might be weak there.
How you doing?
I'm fairly confident that I have. Hey, birdie. All right, it's on.
All right. Okay. Okay. Get wet.
I heard him, and I turned it off as soon as he said, okay. It just takes a second for the system to acknowledge. Do I need to fix it?
Kind of wish she would do what I want to do, but she ain't going to.
Well,
we punctured it.
Yes. A picket, a little white picket fence.
Oh, how sweet that will be.
It will be sweet.
Well, we'll be harvesting before too long.
Yeah, I think so. I've got an eggplant I think is ready. I had to look up online, like, how do you know when they're ripe? And it says when they're black and shiny.
Oh,
So I think I'm going to be able to harvest today. Oh, yeah. That thing is pretty bright.
now it's really interesting.
The eggplant? Uh-huh.
I look at it, come by here every day.
Yeah, well, I'm glad you enjoy it. See ya.
Bye.
All right, this thing is fully black, fully shiny. I'm going to cut it because according to the internet, said fully black and fully shiny is good. Don't let it get dull and don't let it change colors. So it's
Look,
awkwardly
that second
shaped,
one.
but it's my first ever
See that
eggplant.
second one, Mom? The second one's high.
This one here?
Second one, yeah.
The second one's high and this end one is low. Here, let me go out to the street. It might be easier to see it from there. But y'all, my very first eggplant. And it's pretty shiny and it's consistently dark all over. And it's kind of tender-ish, so we're gonna eat it. I'm gonna make it. Well, how do you know that that's level?
I can see the other ones. They're all close. This one's not close.
Well, how do you know that they don't slope downhill?
It's a whole lot of questions, girl.
Because if our land slopes, which you can see that it does. See,
It slopes
goes,
this way?
it goes, and then it slopes at the end as you get towards the driveway, which I think they graded it like that on purpose. So these should be lower and these should stand higher, so we have to dig them deeper, I guess, to make them level. I don't know. But we don't want to make them shorter than 36 inches, right? What we want to do is raise up the ones that sit low to be 36 high. That's what I would think. But I could be wrong.
Did that even move?
What does that mean?
Means we're way off.
Way off what? Oh. Yeah, so this has to get raised up. Well, I told you when I measured at 12, it was pretty low. It was pretty deep in there, 12.
Okay.
Yeah, so we need to put a little bit of dirt in this one.
A little bit of mud back in it.
Okay. Ew.
No, hey, on this side, on
Oh.
where we just dug. Yeah.
All right, pack it down in there. You don't want me touching anything. You don't want me touching anything. Getting closer?
It's perfect.
Okay.
All right. You got any gallon rainwater?
You want a whole gallon of rainwater?
We're gonna put a half a gallon in each hole when we put the concrete in. You got any gallons?
Yes. But,
For what?
You don't want me to just fill up with the sprinkler? I mean the hose?
I need to measure a half a gallon.
I have a half gallon. Those little orange juice containers are half gallons.
Okay, let's get a new one then.
Okay.
Because once I pour once I fill that up 2/3 of the way, I got to put a half a gallon of water in it.
Are we doing that right now?
Right now on these two.
Okay. Give me a second.
You can let this be. Because we're going to have to, once we get concrete in there, we're going to stand it up.
All right, let me get the hose. This is exciting. So all of our posts are in the ground now. It rained. Okay, so we started, then it rained. It's just been quite the ordeal to get these posts in the ground, but they're in the ground. We are not fence people. We are not experts, but we do feel that, and y'all tell me, does it look straight? I really hope so. So, just a sneak peek at the latest thing that we've done in the garden. Again, this garden is nowhere near put together yet. It is still in the making. Okay, so we're out here painting the posts. We got them laid and in the ground yesterday, and now I'm out there painting the posts. I started just doing the fronts and the bottoms, and then I'm going to work on all around sides because he needed to make little marks to put the posts or the pickets. And so I painted the fronts of them first, and now I'm finishing up around about them. Okay, we've got 2 pickets up so far. About to work on this one right here. Okay.
Let me get everything back before you hold that up.
I can already tell you're okay. Okay. What? You didn't go. There's no way you went 48 inches for each. How are we getting longer and longer every time we go? We're almost to a whole picket in front of the post. Okay, that one's fine.
They're all 48, Mom. Some of them are exactly 48.
So then maybe our pickets aren't?
So our pickets are 48. That's why we're having to cut them down, because this is 48 to the outside.
Eventually, you're going to have to cut like...
I know. This one ain't even 48.
What is that?
47.
Oh.
Remember we had to start moving stuff? This one's 49 though, so we'll make it work.
Oh, that's weird.
Well, they all are, anyway, we'll make it work.
Oh yeah, we're past it.
This one have lines? Yeah, so.
So, do you have to be, you can't go through the picket, huh?
What? Go through it? I can.
I mean, I don't know.
When we get to a short one, I can't. Like this one, I can go right through the picket.
Are we allowed to do that?
Why wouldn't we be? I just have to cut this off so that the next one, or I just remove a pit. We'll figure it out. Like we are here. We are on a full one here. All right, let's think about this one for a minute. Wow. Okay, if I cut this in half, I'll still have room to screw. Like if I cut down to here, I'll still have room to screw. That'll bring us this way where we can screw part of this in. But
the next one's going to have the same issue.
Yeah, the next one's not going to go, is it?
Mm-mm.
Okay, this one's a problem. I didn't want to run into a problem. Let me grab another one.
And you really can't take a picket off.
I can just unscrew it.
Well, then you have to unscrew it and then replace it. Like you have to. I just don't know how we ran into that problem.
They're not exact. They're 48, not. They're 48 from end to end, not middle to middle. All right, so this one I'm going to cut right at the picket, and I'm going to screw it in. and that'll leave that much for the next one.
But what about on the bottom?
Well, hopefully we can raise. Is the bottom better now?
Yeah, bottom's better.
Okay, but you gotta go back there and hold it up because I gotta see if it's level. Okay.
Well, that was off to the center a little.
It was just about perfect. So
that was less than perfect.
do it again. I saw it right in the center. How you doing? Good. Okay, what just happened here? Oh, I have to cut that off.
Well, that one's perfect.
Okay, so I'm gonna just cut to the picket over here and leave this. That'll solve that problem. I bet we don't run into that again.
But how do you get? Okay.
There'll be enough room to attach the next one. If I cut it right. Let's see if I can do that. Okay, let's check it out.
And you have a long enough screw?
I will. I might have to go get one of them Phillips screws, but you holding it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you can set it down.
Why?
Well, I gotta find.
Guys, find a long enough screw now.
I gotta see what I got here. All right, next two are gonna be tough.
Yeah.
Well, maybe
you
not.
might have to build a whole nother picket.
Maybe God will have grace on us here.
That'd be great. All right. My paint is getting, like, it's so hot out here that
It's drying fast.
it is. And I'm covering it with this wet cloth, but I don't know that that's sufficient enough.
Oh my.
Let me get over. Oh, we doing the same thing now?
We are.
But that's okay. I think what we can do maybe is put a bracket on the back side, huh? Like a bracket to hold the two pieces together. Instead of just chopping off the thing, can we not get metal brackets?
No, I think I'm gonna cut this one right here. Okay, let's go over here for a minute.
Wait, before you do that, why don't you cut it from behind and cut it to where it's like here, and you leave the picket. Don't cut through the picket. Leave the picket, and we might be able to use this piece to fill in a gap. You see
I'll
what
see
I'm
if I can
saying?
do that. If I can unscrew the picket, I can do that.
Well, why do you gotta unscrew it? Why can't you just cut like from behind, like?
And not cut the picket? Okay, I'll try that. But let's go over here for a
Well, you
minute.
won't get all the way through the picket because by
Okay.
the time you get to the picket, you'll realize you're
Let's
stuck.
come over here for a minute. You gotta hold it up.
We're going at an angle again.
I know, so I need you to hold it up for a minute. No, actually, I bet it's even. It feels like it's in an angle. You set it back down, girl?
Well, yeah, it's heavy.
Oh, okay. went at an angle. Okay, so these can get driven in where they are. I don't have to cut those. This,
Well, hey, while I'm doing this, go get the other picket. And kind of overlay it in front.
I'm going to. We want that picket there, but I want the wood behind it gone. So look, I could cut it, Carrie, I could cut it right here. I could cut it right here and we'd be fine. I could just cut this off right here and we'd be fine. But are we going to reach that one? That's going to be the question.
No, make it to where that one reaches. Make that picket to where it reaches.
It's over halfway right now. So let me see if this reaches that one. This would be the test. I don't think it's going to, because I think I measured 29. Oh, it does. In fact, this one will have to get cut. So yes.
No cut.
No, we're gonna cut. Look, this piece has to get cut off right there, so that this can go here. Like, I'm gonna have to cut.
What are you gonna screw it into?
Right here.
What are you gonna screw this one into if you cut it right there? You can't do that.
I'm gonna cut it right here, and I'll have this to screw into.
No, there's nothing behind that. There's no post behind it. What I'm saying to do, I'm gonna drop that side. What I'm saying to do.
Okay, come out here. Come out here.
No.
I know what you're saying to do. I can't. That's not gonna help us.
You can't.
Because I'd have to cut that whole picket off that one.
Look, if you cut it right here.
Carrie, did you not see the other one overlaps it?
No, you cut the little piece like this.
It won't work. Okay, I'm gonna show all this to you. Come out here, though.
The picket's gonna come off.
We're gonna lose one picket no matter what. Okay, look. If I cut this right here, I can screw this in right here.
You're gonna hit the edge and it's gonna splinter the
No,
post.
it will not. It will not. But look, okay, so stand out here. Don't go back there. Okay, if I don't cut it, I'm gonna have to cut this one off, because this is to the center, and then this one will go to the center, and it will screw on there.
Okay.
So I'm losing a picket no matter what. I'm losing either this one or that one. Okay. I'm losing one of them.
Okay, but what I'm saying is you keep this picket, but you cut off the 2x4 behind it. And you cut off the 2x4 behind this one, and then when this one doesn't have that 2x4 behind it, it will butt up to this 2x4 that is left. Because you're going to cut it like, say you cut it in the middle, like the 2x4 behind this, you cut it. And then this can go on it. You just take this picket off, or cut off this side of the picket. You cut off this half of the picket, and you take this picket off, and you leave this part, and you butt that up under behind this one. I'm saying fold them in together. So either going to lose this one or this one.
Okay, so you want me to cut right here.
Uh-huh.
And then
take off the picket. Yeah. Okay.
Leave the picket on, but cut there.
Yeah, and then fold, like take this picket off, and then cut this 2x4 so you can slide it behind it.
Okay, so why not cut right here?
Because you don't have... Why would you cut right here? What are you going to screw this into?
Screw what?
If you cut it right here. You can't cut right there. Then this won't have anything attached to it. You could cut further in so you have this much of the post to drive a screw into. Okay. But I would do more half. Just take the picket off and slide the other one. It's a little bit more work, but I promise
I'll try.
It'll look good.
I'll try. I don't know that I can cut that without ruining this picket, but let's try.
You can't take the picket off. One of them has to come off. You can do either one. Did they come off easy?
Doubt it, but let's try.
I think it'd be easier to cut that picket off.
Cut what?
I think that picket would be easier.
Okay, let me see if I can get you here.
I'm going to pause it. Don't be worried, y'all. That's just how we communicate. It's all good.
Okay, let's see if...
we think we might have it figured out.
I don't know. All right, so if this is This is here. Oh, we're gonna cut a big piece off of that. Okay, well we need to do
Yeah,
this
we're
one.
gonna cut this
Oh,
off.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
we're gonna
Okay,
cut
we need
this
to do
off.
this one then, and we'll get to this one.
But we need to take. I think we need to take this off so we can cut that clean. That needs to be cut clean.
I'm gonna make it clean before
Okay.
I put it up. So
All right.
give me a
Well,
second.
while you do that, I'm gonna paint that.
Paint
spot.
what?
Paint that bare spot where the picket was.
On that?
Yeah.
We're cutting it off. We're cutting that wood off. Don't go paint that. Most of that wood's coming off.
Well, not all of it, but okay.
Most of it's coming off.
I'll wait.
Okay.
Maybe a little handsaw. I need some water. It's really hot out here. And I bet my arms are getting fried. I better go get my little sleeves on. This water's hot. While he figures a way to get that, there's like just these little pieces of wood stuck to the backside that's keeping it the pieces from coming, joining up perfectly. So he's going to cut them off.
Okay. We're good?
It's perfectly in the little center.
I love it when it's perfect. I love it. What is this here for? This is the ugliest bush you own.
The sunshine ligustrum?
You're that ashamed of the pickets?
Yes.
Oh, not a fan.
I just wanted you to... What?
Not
These
a fan.
are pretty shrubs.
Not in those ugly containers. They look like junk to me.
You're right, not in the ugly containers. But they have to be in the ugly containers because I don't have any pretty ones right now. And I just want to see how it's going to block the imperfections.
You know what you could do this afternoon?
Uh-huh.
You could go to Lex or Home Depot and buy you a bunch of plants to put here. You can go on a shopping spree.
Don't tempt me.
You go to a shopping spree today and
No,
plant all day tomorrow.
I
Plant half the day tomorrow. Are you playing tennis tomorrow?
They're closed on Sundays.
Who?
Lex.
Today is Saturday.
Yes, today's Saturday.
They close at 2 on Saturday, I bet.
Oh, they do probably close
You're
early.
going to have to go to Home Depot or something and get some.
They won't have anything. Their selection is not good. But I might go to Greenwood Nursery or something.
And then you can plant. Are you playing tennis tomorrow?
Not as of right now.
You can plant tomorrow morning.
First I got to move all this mulch and then
Well, it's ready
and then
for
I
you.
got to put all that compost burr. Okay. The pickets are up.
Okay, I'm gonna move that because I'm gonna video my job.
Okay, you can move it. It's got water in it, so be careful it might come out on you. It's a self-watering. That's why, if you want to see that little imperfection, right? Well, not that. Yeah.
Well, don't point it out to them.
Oh, right, that one right there. Right there. That's an imperfection, and that's because we had to cut one picket anyway and keep it level. And I wanted to keep the spacing, but it would have looked funny to remove one of those. Anyway.
It does need paint. A lot of paint needed.
Yeah, I'm going to have to paint it again.
Oh, look at my phone. For my channel.
There it is. So I'll see if I can figure out how much it was for all the wood, the paint, the screws, and of course how much time and labor it took for us to do this.
Well, it's been a journey, I can tell you that. Today was the day we got the picket fence installed. every girl's dream, I think, is to have a white picket fence at their house. Carrie, I know, is for years talked about a white picket fence. So this is our side yard. I'm gonna walk over there in a minute that we turned into the garden, into the vegetable garden. Some of y'all remember the, she's walking in front of me, but some of y'all remember when this was grass. And she asked me, she's been asking me for 2 years, can I have that grass? Can I have that grass? I'm like, no, I like grass, I like grass. Well, she finally convinced me of it. So for a couple months I've been building, I never really built anything with wood, so I built all these raised beds that I'm gonna show you. But I built this picket fence inside and then put 4x4s up here. We just got done installing it. We've been out here all day. It's pretty warm, but pretty exciting. And you can see all these new raised beds. They almost look old now, but one here, one there, one there, one there, one back there, and one back there. We built all those in the garage. Then we got cattle panel, installed trellises. And in this area right here where you see dirt, we're gonna put some blueberry bushes. But this area has come along. So in a few months, you're gonna see a shed sitting right there. And some of you saw already, I started replacing that fence. And so I get to get back to that now. Now that the picket fence is up, I get to get back to it. So, and I'll just show you what, just in case you haven't been following me forever. I used to park in my garage every night. And when she said she wanted all this done, I went out and bought a couple of saws, a bunch of wood. And so I turned this into my wood shop. Put a little AC unit here from our rental properties that we have. And anyway, once this fence and the rest of that fence is replaced, I can turn my garage back into my parking space for my 4Runner. Again, we're gonna put a shed. We're gonna put a nice shed there. This is her mulch pile. 2.5 years ago, we had a pine tree get hit by lightning over there and had it taken down. We own that lot and that house, but we had a pine tree get hit. Well, when they took it down, she asked if they'd mulch it, if they'd grind it up, and they did, and it used to stand as high as this fence. And she's been using it as landscaping mulch and stuff, along with other stuff she buys, but it's almost gone, so we're gonna clean this area up. This used to be where our kids parked when they were at home, but we got all kinds of cool stuff growing now. We got tomatoes, we've been eating them, cucumbers. I've eaten a couple jalapenos from in here. Had an eggplant the other night from an eggplant over there. That was kind of cool. We got onions growing. Obviously these fruit trees, they're a couple years old, but they're starting to grow. But that's gonna be some tomatoes and little, you can see we got some bell peppers right there growing. Some more flowers in our eggplant, so that'll start growing. Some more fruit. This is where the jalapeno was, and I can tell they're starting to sprout, but picked another cucumber this morning. And over here there's some squash about to grow, but you can see in there some tomatoes growing. Oh, there's one right there, but they're slowly coming along. God, I wish you could smell this, but this basil over here is incredibly good. And then we got cantaloupe in here and some other stuff. So anyway, just wanted to show you. Hard work finally paid off for us.
All right, everyone, that's going to do it for this video today. We will pick this up another day, but we did manage to get all of our pickets installed and upright, and I think the fence is pretty much done. I just have to paint it one more time, and then it should be good. So anyway, I hope that you enjoyed this video. I know that we enjoyed working on this picket together, but it was challenging. And if you guys want to do something like this, just learn from our mistakes. It's best to build it outside, posts first, then the rails, then the pickets. But we did build it inside of our garage and then brought it outside, hoping to save ourselves from all the heat. But anyway, we still ended up working in the heat. But anyway, I hope you guys like this. And until next time, enjoy your gardening. Bye-bye.